afternoon, Hazel, and good afternoon, everyone. What a reaction. What a place. Ken, would you have liked to walk out to this?
Oh, yeah. What an atmosphere. I mean, even in the commentary box here, hairs in the back of the neck is standing up. What a wonderful reception for both players. And what a match we have in store, Steve. We saw some of the highlights from that wonderful championship up in the Barbican. Judd Trump just got over the line eventually, 10-8, with Barry Hawkins pushed him all the way. It was fantastic. And I'm sure, well, let's hope we get more of the same this afternoon.
Yeah. Don't forget, of course, the one difference is that this is effectively their first match in this event. It always has a different feeling, doesn't it, when you go out there, even if you've played in this venue before. You still have to sort of re-establish your momentum at a venue.
Yeah, you want to settle in early, don't you? You know, you want to get a nice chance. Settle down, get the pace of the table.
It's not impossible to settle down quickly. Mark Selby last night was astonishing how quickly he got off the mark.
These two lads have played each other 20 times. 12-8, as we saw in the head-to-head. But they've played each other over the best of 11. And 5 of them have gone to a final frame decider. Barry's won 1. Judd has won the other 4. It's not conceivable that this match could go all the way. We've already had a couple of 6-5s. It's one of these tournaments, isn't it, Steve, that you see quite a lot of 6-5s in it because the standard is so high between them all.
Yeah, the cream of the crop here. Standard getting ever better. Players with less weaknesses.
Possible pot for Judd Trump here. Red into the bottom right corner pocket. He's just got to be careful trying to avoid that red over on the left-hand side of the table. Didn't get close. Needs a bit of luck to try and cover this red. Has he got it? Has he got it? No, he hasn't. So first chance for Barry Hawkins. Okay, pink and black both tied up. If you can try and get a nice angle on the blue when potting this red.
1.
And that's no good. And that's why we talk about him getting the pace of the table. First shot, doesn't have it. Well short of being top side of the blue. He's having a look at the pink, but I don't think it goes.
Six.
Well,
7.
he is one of the best players in the world, using the rest. but didn't have a great angle for the red to get out on a colour. So end of break, try and get that cue ball close to the ball cushion behind yellow and brown.
Barry Hawkins, 7.
That's not bad. That'll do. I don't know what it was even yesterday, Steve, when the two boys were playing, Mark Williams and Ding Junhui. It went 6-5, but a lot of the frames from the break off, the black got tied up just like it is now. And of course, that's not, we need that out in the open. I'll try and bring it out. One of the players will as soon as they can.
Yeah, I think that happened in maybe the UK Championship, in a match I was commentating on. I think one of the players then adjusted the position of the cue ball in the D to try and stop that happening successfully. It's funny, isn't it, how tables break off differently? Or is it referees how they set the balls up? Who knows?
Yeah, lovely. Beautifully judged. Big target behind yellow and brown, but he judged it nicely.
I'm not sure whether he can get the cue ball back down the table, but he may have a chance of potting this red into the left corner as long as he can avoid another red. Obviously doesn't fancy it. It looked a bit wide. A tempter into the right centre. Pretty thin though.
Yeah, nice pot. Wasn't easy, but beautifully dispatched, and nice angle on the blue as well to get down for one of these reds. Now, if he's on this red into the bottom right corner pocket,
6.
try and get a nice angle on the blue once again.
Seven.
Yeah. He's got the angle. And I'm just wondering, Steve, if he goes in. Okay, he's got a couple of loose reds to play for, but can he split the pack, or will he play for the loose red? He's going to split the pack. Oh, wow.
Barry Hawkins,
That
7.
is so unlucky.
Judd, 5.
Well, I'll see that again to see if it was on. Well, it looked like it probably was on, so maybe he missed a trick there. It's always worth watching to see, checking to see if there's a
1.
chance of a plant when you smash into the pack. He didn't look at it. So
I think on reflection, it did look like those two reds
Yeah.
were going towards that left corner, yeah.
at this level of standard, that is a mistake. Not just
6.
unlucky.
Seven.
Well, that was a strange little shot. He almost hit those reds simultaneously, and he was trying to get top side of the blue, but sort of went in a more straighter line for the cue ball. But he's okay. He's on the green nicely. Very difficult to try and win the frame from this visit, unless he gets the pink on the spot or that black out into the open.
Eleven. $16. 17.
Oh, that's just a wonderful shot. If he gets topside of the blue, which he has done, great control. That's one thing he's got in his armory. There's plenty of cue par. Absolutely perfectly played that shot. Now, can he get on the next red and hopefully try and, as I said, try and get a pink on the spot. If he gets the pink on the spot and make this break so much easier. Cue ball is travelling quite a bit of distance. And
22.
has he got a chance here? Possible plant, but the bottom red pots into the corner pocket as well. He's going to take the plant.
23.
Yeah, nicely played. And top side of the blue once again.
$28. $29.
Marvellous. Keeping this break going hasn't been guaranteed. And he hasn't been tempted by trying to get the black into play. This time, not top side of the blue. And that will create its own problem. I'll have to play this red from distance.
$40.
He absolutely pured that again. I mean, he has such an array of shots that he can rely on. Judd Trump, just wonderful cue par. Here's another one, top spin this time. And what a break this has been. He's 37 in front.
46.
This red just required. Barry needing the snooker. That's brilliant. Absolutely fantastic.
47.
What a break this has been. I mean, I know it's only 47, Steve, but it's one of the best 47s you'll probably see this week.
Yeah, and also punishing the foul stroke of Barry Hawkins.
Yellow ball.
Not over the line just yet, so still got to be careful. That's a good shot.
Veteran 47.
Seems to have got off to a pretty quick start here, Ken, and it wasn't something that he was doing in the UK, but he was grafting well to get back into matches, wasn't he?
Yeah, and I think that's a side of the game that he has worked on. Such a complete player, Judd Trump now, and that's why he's been so successful. And that's a typical example, you know, after getting to almost the winning line, that shot there, just good escape. But just to keep the concentration, put your opponent in trouble, not just leave the cue ball anywhere in bulk. But it was a good escape from Barry.
Well, Ken, I'm not too sure how much of the red he can see, but looking at the layout of the table, pink and black are nice if you could, sorry, yellow and black are nice if you could get behind them.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, it's an easy hit. At least he sort of got it control of the table. And if he can, because he's 38 points behind, he's going to need a red with the black and one 4-ball snooker. I think he's got a perfect angle to get up and down the table to get on the black from this red. So he may keep the red on the table and play for the snooker. But if you go back to that UK Championship final, the final frame, I think he needed a couple of snookers against Judd Trump and really put him through the ringer. He got a number of snookers against him and just got over the line in the end, Judd Trump. But Barry's very well capable, knows his way around the table. And it's hard to get a snooker when your opponent puts you in a snooker. Be a good idea if Judd can knock the red up towards the green pocket, cue ball over towards the pink. In or over the pocket would be good. It's looking pretty close. Yeah, but it's a good shot because what happens here is it forces Barry to take the red on, and he's got to get a black with it, so it's certainly not easy. Wasn't easy to get down for the black. Trying to use all of the pocket for the red and missed it. Can he get the red up and down, in and out of ball, and get that cue ball behind the yellow? No, couldn't. Almost. Good attempt. Got very fortunate there, Judd Trump. The red hitting the middle pocket. This is missable. Yeah,
Foul.
that'll be the end of the frame, I'm
Judd
sure.
Trump,
They
7,
send
and
a
the
look
frame.
to Judd Trump, and he does. So Barry had a chance, knocked the red in from the blue. Judd made a wonderful 47, got him over the line. He leads 1-0.
Because I know how well he's playing. He made a maximum in Budapest last weekend. He made countless other centuries over the two-day show that we performed, you know, in great form. And yeah, he didn't win the UK, but he nearly did.
Yeah. Both men sharp so far this season. Back we go.
And once again, another quality safety shot from Barry Hawkins. He knows. He's very well aware. And look at this for return safety shot. Wow. Brilliant. Yeah, I was just going to say, he knows that his safety has to be top quality, doesn't it, Steve? You know, to try and hide that cue ball from his opponent. He scores so well, his long potting is so good, trumps. Barry's safety has got to be pinpoint, and of course, when he does get a chance, he's got to score heavily.
Foul. And a
Not a
miss.
bad effort, but
Judd Trump, 4.
still a miss. It's a thin chip as well. Judd can take this on. Yeah, safety these days. It's not just about getting the cue ball down the table. It's got to be better than that.
One.
It's an area of the game that you can't really judge by stats, but I think the standard of safety these days is magnificent compared to previous generations. He'll settle for that. Didn't know much about that after
6.
not really colliding with the pink.
7.
Oh, that couldn't have turned out better, really, Ken, could it? Because if he'd have hit the pink, he could have destroyed the black as well.
Yeah. I mean, it was a perfect
14.
finish, wasn't it? And sort of compared to what happened with Barry in
15.
the previous frame. But you did see Judd Trump. He looked at the pack. He knew exactly. Okay, he was trying to hit the pink, but you've always got to have a look, and search for possibilities of plans when you're splitting reds.
Well, I know it's early days, but Judd Trump looking incredibly sharp.
One. 22.
Does he go into them again? Maybe, maybe not. bit short of pace. Could have been tempted to go into the pack
27.
there.
$28.
Leaving it to the last minute to go into the pack is always risky.
31.
Not only has he got to pot this red, he's got to get a good angle on black or blue, you'd feel.
How's the angle? Well, it's not too bad. He's
32.
judged that beautifully. Now, play this maybe with a lot of topspin, I would feel. Go middle of the cue ball, but needs a bit of pace. You need a bit of luck.
Yeah, I agree with you, Ken. You should have played that with topspin.
39.
Don't think that was the right way.
Yeah, always when you're playing them with stone, and particularly where you hit the red on the left-hand side, it's always bringing the cue ball over to the left-hand side of the table. And I think with the topspin,
He'd disturb more
it
red.
could disturb more reds, yeah. You see a lot of the players
Spectrum.
now,
39.
and just as Steve just alluded to, the safety, but you never see a lot of them playing aggressive safety shots. There's a shot there where Judd Trump is keeping the pack of reds quite tight. Well, he's forced an error. It's one of the few safety shots that's gone wrong for Barry Hawkins. He'd be disappointed with that.
Has he got away with it, though? So the third red along from the pack looks like it might pot, but that's a nasty cut going into other reds. Oh, he's found the
One.
gap, has he? Yeah.
Oh, that was a bonus, wasn't it? Where does the pink go? And will it be available? I'm quite sure it goes there, but it may go on the black.
7.
Yeah, and it's
8.
so once again having to deal with blue or ball colours. Cue ball is going to be travelling a little bit. Needs to slow up. Could be on nothing here. Sharble
30.
just enough for the red into the left centre.
Fortune.
He doesn't hold back on powering those reds into the centre pocket. Probably eases off the juice a bit more than he used to.
19. $20.
Yeah, that blue puts him 68 in the lead, 67 remaining, and
25.
there's more to follow. Excellent start from Judd Trump.
$31. $32. $37. Judd Trump, 37
Barry
under
Hawkins won't be getting out of the chair. Judd Trump looks in great form here, early on, 2-0.
Precision of the cue ball like an O'Sullivan is, but it's absolutely powerful snooker that bludgeons you. You know, there's shots that he plays that other players don't play. It's, if you asked him to make a break, it'd look different to everybody else's, but it's very difficult to play against. He just seems to pot unusual balls. It doesn't matter where he lands, he just knocks them in and carries on going. So it can be disconcerting to play against.
Barry needs to get on the score sheet quickly. Back we go.
Got to avoid a ball colour here, otherwise he could leave a red. That was always the danger. He sort of pushed the boat out a little. Didn't have to do that. He could have laid into the reds. That's the last thing he wanted, was to give Barry a sort of a chance to settle. Yeah, he hasn't settled. It was a chance, but well, that's only what's previously gone for Barry Hawkins in these opening frames. Just hasn't settled yet. He's had a bit of a result there. really do much, just play containing safety shot here. Cue ball just before the middle pocket, nestle into the reds just below the pink. But doesn't want to leave the red up in the balk area, and I think that's what he's done. Another mistake.
Yeah, I mean, he sort of successfully played the shot and left his opponent a pot. That's not maybe the best safety option there. Could have played for the top cushion. Quite a way out there. Once again, getting away with it. Always feels like the player in form gets the luck, doesn't it? If Barry Hawkins can go 2 cushions, he could bump the red back up the table. But he doesn't really want to be hitting the right-hand side of it.
I think he may have covered the red that's close to the green pocket, but this red just beneath the blue will pot into the green pocket as well. And it may be worth taking on. Yeah, if he can leave the cue ball somewhere where his tip is, somewhere maybe just below the yellow, he'll have the green into the same pocket, so sort of gets a free shot here. And a free shot it is, but nicely played. Now the cue ball. Oh, I think he's okay. Is he? No. He looks up.
Touching ball, please.
It's touching ball. He's, well, that's incredible, isn't it? To land touching ball.
It's amazing. Such a clean pot as well. Just sort of nudged the pink. They just
Yellow
rolled
ball.
up to it, and it's always the case that sometimes the spots sort of get a bit of a hole in them, so the
Jack trump 1.
yellow would have rocked back. It's caused the problem, maybe. It's a tough swerve. Nasty red into the corner. Feels like he may have to play it.
Doesn't fancy it. I think he's just going to play a cushion first. Knock the red up the table. And he's played it well. Good shot.
He'd say he could have been forgiven for going for that, looking like he was in stroke. Sort of push the boundaries a bit further, but obviously doesn't want to give Barry an easy starter.
Yeah, it's a bit of match play there, isn't it? Coming into effect. He doesn't want to take an undue risk. and let his opponent settle. He's already seeing that his Barry missed one and a couple of loose safety shots have gone awry. So he's unsettled. He wants to keep him like that. Doesn't want to give him an easy chance. Trying to keep the pressure on as long as possible.
Slightly easier chance for Judd Trump to try and get in behind green and brown here. Could get the side spin on from not so close to the cushion, but he's overcooked it a little bit. He has cut off escape paths down the right hand side of the table, so maybe asking a question now of Barry Hawkins, does he take this long red on? It's a nasty shot to have to play 2-0 behind.
Yeah, it wasn't easy, was it? And he had to really cue that so smoothly. Trying to screw back for a bluer ball colour. And hitting the blue with the cue ball, Steve, he's left him another chance.
As it stands, it looks like it's not going to be Barry Hawkins' day, but he only takes one mistake from Judd Trump. Didn't really want to be colliding with that, wanted to be straighter on the black. It's a tough game, isn't it, where the one shot that you make a semi-mistake by not looking to see if a red goes into a pocket off the blue is the reason why you lose the match, or the turning point in frame one.
Eight.
And that was nicely judged. Red pots.
Nine.
Yeah, not straight enough on this red that he can maybe hold for the black, so may have to go up for a blue here.
17.
Judged it perfectly.
Yeah, especially as the blue wasn't on its spot, and you sort of become conditioned to playing the shot as if the blue was on its spot and leave yourself short.
22. $23. $30. $31.
The top red of the bunch pots into the left corner, so he doesn't have to disturb any reds just yet.
$38. $39.
This time, He's left a perfect angle, and this could be the pivotal shot. Pots the black, splits the reds. Red's going close, but he's okay. And he's got the red into the left centre as well. He'll settle for that.
46.
Ominous signs already in this frame.
47.
Yeah, Ken, obviously players always look better when they're knocking the balls in, but Judd just walking around the table, his body language, he looks so assured, he looks really confident.
52. $53.
Quick glance at the score, 59
15.
ahead. So this red, colour red, you would expect. Oh, it's gone wrong. Oh, it's gone
59.
wrong.
I thought it was a bit risky going around the back of the black. He could have perhaps screwed it in and
Yeah, what does he do here? Does he try and maybe put the black safe, or does he take the pink on for the 6 points? If he misses it, he won't be leaving an easy red.
ideally in playing a safety shot, you'd like to get the black safe as well.
Trump 59.
Yeah. Decent 59 break. Okay, be disappointed didn't win it in one visit, but he's in a very strong position.
Didn't really want to be leaving Barry Hawkins this red, but also wanted to get the black to the cushion. Good effort, but not a good outcome.
Yeah, any little mistake at the moment from that man is being punished by his opponent. No heroics. Making sure of the points. Playing tough match play snooker, Judd Trump
7.
at the moment. Keeping things nice and tight, and when he gets a chance. And there, once again, have a look at this. Excellent safety shot.
Trump 7.
Tough to play against.
Frame conceded. Trump frame.
Yeah, it was in a bit of a precarious position for Barry Hawkins, and he gave the nod. He's conceded another frame. Judd Trump flying 3-0.
Prize money records and everything. He's walking out thinking he's the man.
Key frame.
Keep quiet now, please.
Last frame before the mid-session interval. And well, it could be a very vital one for Barry Hawkins this time. Cue ball not hit behind a ball colour. He's got a chance of a long red. Got to knock one in, get going. That's better. That's much better. And he's got a nice kiss on the black. And that's given his supporters something to cheer for. Excellent shot. And he's coming around. Have a look at the red that's close to this black spot. Will it pot? If not, there's still another couple just above it. So he's played for the two just above. It'll be interesting to see when the black goes on a spot or closest to a spot as possible. It still should be potable, at least into one of these corner pockets. Can't be touching the red, of course. So referee Desi's got to get it as close to that red as possible.
8. Nine.
Yeah, that's nice. He purposely left a little angle when potting the black. Just nudge into the red, just above it, and bring that into play. Delicate little shot, this. Lovely. Yeah, nice shot.
$16. $17.
No, it's early days. And Sean was mentioning in the studio that Barry Hawkins only last week in Hungary made a 147. There's 3 reds, 3 blacks. There's another, at least 3 reds out in the open. I know it's very
24.
early, but first things first. Try and win the frame one visit.
$25.
Well, it's no good to stay in the black, but he's still on the red, but he can't
32.
stay in the black. He's got to go up for the blue.
$33.
Yeah, he's got 2 loose reds available, so he doesn't have to go into the pack of reds. He could do. He's got a nice angle on the blue, but I think the way he was sort of gauging with his cue, well, he's going into them. Yeah, he's taking the opportunity. Not another red. Oh, no way. You're joking me.
33. Judd trump 5.
Well, there's no way he could have seen a plant this time. Or could he?
It's always a risk, isn't it?
1.
Giving himself a problem by being just straight on this blue. So maybe a bit of hope for Barry Hawkins.
6. $7.
Well, if he'd have been on the black after that shot, he's destined to win the event, but gotta be careful here with this red over the left corner.
He's got to be careful here. That red in close proximity to this bottom left corner pocket. If he tries to hide the cue ball up in the balk area, he's got to hide that red. It's not completely straightforward here.
I think he's just telegraphed there, looking about just dropping onto the black. Doesn't want to risk going down the table. I think that's what he was working on. Yeah. Anything else, he may give Barry Hawkins a chance at this red. Now looking at whether he can maybe just drop onto the pink. But he's certainly not going to go down the table, at least at the moment.
Pink ball. Judd trump 7.
Well, that little pretty innocuous safety shot from Judd Trump playing the pink had Barry Hawkins scratching his head. So the tactical advantage, you would think now, is slightly with Judd Trump, just for one shot. You can choose how to go about getting behind a baulk colour. Not easy though.
Well, has he left this red here? Just below the black into the right corner. Can he take it on? I think he can.
Wow, yeah.
Wow, what a shot. Cleverly played, wasn't it? Very well worked out.
Yeah, well, I assumed that Barry Hawkins would have covered that.
Judd trump 1.
Some light at the end of the tunnel for Barry.
Well, the crowd
Judd
knew
trump
that was
4.
in off even before Barry Hawkins. He can manage a smile, but the pocket is always there, Steve. You know, nobody's
Yeah.
moved it.
The trouble was, I think he was slightly too close to the cushion to put any side spin on to try and adjust the angle. So he'd have been aware of that, but so it feels today as if every decision he's made has been the wrong one, isn't it? It's an upsetting game sometimes.
This could be a plant, this, you know. Could be double trouble for him. Yeah. Double trouble. Wow.
1.
Everything has been compounded here at the moment.
There was a book written many years ago in the 80s about the game called The Cruel Game. It can be very cruel, can't it?
It certainly can.
6. 7.
Perfect angle on the blue. And got a nudge into these two reds beside the black. Oh, looks good. Looks very, very good. Everything is going well for Judd Trump.
12.
He played that beautifully. The pace, control.
30.
And he's got a lovely angle. When he pots this black, Steve, he'll leave a nice angle on the next red. He can bring the red off the side cushion, because he's going to need that. So, looks perfect.
Yeah, it's not ideal to trying to guarantee to get on a colour after trying to split this red open, but it's there for the taking. Putting that left-hand side on to come up for the blue.
21.
The flick off the pink. It very much looks like it's Judd Trump's day, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's not really
26.
I mean, it's played exactly how he wanted it. And just worked out
27.
a lovely pattern of play and, well, played to perfection. And when you're playing, you know, the top of your game, as Judd has been doing this season, he's already won 3 titles. When you're playing well, I mean, when you
35.
dominated the 80s, Steve, you know, things go well for you when you're playing well. You put the work in, you get the rewards, you know. And it's just everything has gone so well for Judd Trump, but he's exercised it well.
38.
Barry hasn't, and that's the difference.
Yeah, and you get that air of confidence about you. You feel like you're bulletproof.
47.
Some work to do to get on the black, but it doesn't really matter. Of course he's going to get on the black, isn't he?
53.
Well, that's a fantastic 4 frames for Judd Trump. Barry Hawkins with a lot to do, a lot to think about in the interval. He'll probably go to the practice table, that's for sure.
Thank you, Hazel. Yeah, and sometimes we do say, okay, as everybody gets ready, and first to 6, of course, tall order for Barry Hawkins, but as we've said many a time, that sometimes an interval can change complexity of the match and momentum. But Barry needs a fast start. But it's not beyond the realms of possibility, Steve. We've seen it many times before. People have come back in a best of 11.
Yeah, but you do feel that this frame is a must-win for Barry Hawkins. Maybe the next 2.
Yeah, and a man in the studio who, in his first round match, Sean Murphy was 4-0 up against Gary Wilson. Gary Wilson came back at him 4-3, and it got a little bit close, and by his own admission he said it was getting a little bit twitchy, and that's what can happen. When someone comes back at you, close the deficit, but it's the tall order for Barry Hawkins, and particularly the way his opponent is playing. guys have come on, Barry. Plenty of support in the arena for this man. But it's not an easy chance. The blue has gone safe. If the blue had been on its spot, it would have been a bit easier. But he's got to screw this red in and get back up for a ball colour. Needs to slow up. He's okay.
1.
Good opening red.
It's going to be tough, though. He'd like to get pink or black into open play quickly here, but that's risky to attempt that off a bulk colour. So this cue ball is going to be
3.
flying around the table a bit to keep the break going.
He's got reds left and right of the pink here that he can play for. Yeah, that's okay.
7.
Back up for ball colour once again. I was just wondering if he does get a nice angle on the green.
8.
You can get down for that red to the right of the pink or to the left of the pink, but certainly the one to the right. And that would open up the pink into the left centre. So he's got a few options here. Get on that red just to the right of the pink here, or maybe the one just below the pink. Yeah, that's the one he's going to play for. Just needs to slow, and that's perfect. That's a good shot. Very, very good shot.
11.
Lovely camera angle there as well. Now this pink will pot into the left centre, and it'll be perfect for him. It'll go once he pots this red, and
12.
he'll have the pink in open play.
Be handy if after potting the pink it's not going to go back exactly where it is on the table. Spot's just below it, I think. Be handy if one of those reds goes into the left corner.
Barry Hawkins, 12.
Disappointing. Left himself a little bit to do after potting the red with the pink, didn't he?
Yeah, he should have been straighter on the pink, really. Maybe able to bring the black into play here off this red. Lovely, perfect.
1.
Just having a quick look to see where will the black go once it's potted. Is it going to be tied up? Yeah, it will be. So he has an angle on the black that he could try and dislodge those two reds near the black spot and be taking a chance. Oh, he's played it lovely. What a shot. Couldn't have played that any better. Perfect.
9. 16. 17. 24. 25. 32. 33.
Currently making it look very easy indeed. Cue ball control is wonderful.
Forty.
Maybe a little wrong-sided on the red here.
Forty-one.
A strange setup of those 4 reds there. Don't see that very often. Not in that position anyway.
Yeah, he could play into them, but if he just picks one off, that would open up probably 3 reds there. But he'll have to play with the rest. He sort of doesn't really want to do that. The extreme red on the right of those 4 together, if he can get on that red, well, that would open all 3 reds remaining. But well, he's going to go into them.
What a shot this is. What a shot.
Oh. Well, that was careless.
44.
What an attempt that was. Not many players in the game would have thought of that.
Yeah, it was an amazing attempt, wasn't it? You'd have to say he'd been a little bit unfortunate, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, the only thing you could say is that he could have had a sniff at a longer red with the rest and guaranteed it. So, oh yes, red goes. And playing it right-handed. Wow.
45.
He's very close here in this frame
52.
to turning the match into a bit of a procession. He's really been on it today. As well as Barry getting some unfortunate run of the balls. Oh, there's a mistake.
53.
Some hope for Barry Hawkins, maybe. Doesn't have to go for a pot if he feels there's no future in position, but great effort. Fantastic effort. Put the red in the
56.
yellow pocket. This red, you would think, seals the frame to go 5-0 in front.
Judd Trump, 56.
Well, one of the few that he's missed today, but he played it once again very cleverly. Not leaving anything easy for his opponent. Could take this red on into the right middle, but very, very tough shot. He may just play the safety shot. Oh, he doesn't want this cue ball going into the corner pocket. No. Oh.
Judd Trump 4.
Wow.
How did that get in there?
My goodness.
Did he get a flick off the black? Didn't look like it was going to have the pace.
1.
What a horrible day Barry Hawkins has had. It's outrageous. You come here with all the adrenaline and expectation, and this happens.
Yeah.
5. 6.
It's just been one of those days for him, hasn't it? And it all started from that first frame, didn't it? When he potted the blue, went into the pack, didn't look at the
10.
pack, potted the red, just accumulated from there. But it's another frame on the board. Barry, I'm sure, will give the
Judd
nod.
Trump
He
10
has done.
and the frame.
And another frame on the board with Judd Trump. 5-0, one frame away from the place in the quarterfinals.
Preempt things. There hasn't been a whitewash since 2023 when there were 3 wins for Williams, Stuart Bingham, and Barry Hawkins himself, actually, back then. He beat Mark Allen 6-0, did Barry, but he's staring down the barrel of an opposite result today.
Clever shot.
Funny thing is, he doesn't even have the up and down, does he? You know, the red is in the way. The red left of the pack is in the way to go up and down, in and out of balk, and try and hit that red over the left corner.
Massey shot's a bit strong.
Yeah.
And then the trouble is, he can't really play to the right side cushion. Judd will just knock one of those reds in onto the red. Don't know what he does here. Might have to go for the pot. Might have a red into the right centre.
Oh, fantastic, great shot. Great shot.
Well, this isn't easy to get on a colour.
6.
Does he take a chance, Steve, into the pack with the cue ball and hope to land on something? No.
7.
It's not too bad himself for that.
It may have been the right shot. Go into the pack, but didn't exactly get that in the part of the pocket he wanted, so stayed down a bit longer to make sure it was in. Now a bit of a thinner red than he would have had, like fractionally.
Yeah, just wondering, Steve, do you think he can pot this red, knock into the 2 reds and hold for the black into the same corner pocket? Would free up the black spot as well. Be a nice shot to play if you can manage it. Almost. Almost. He hit the wrong red there, but he's still on the black. But wow,
Trouble
this is tough.
Where the black goes. Does it go on the yellow spot? I know where the black spot is. It's probably okay. That's miles out. Thought it was close.
20.
That was nicely done. Now, does he risk going into the pack? It's a bit straight. Shift some reds and guarantee to be on that loose red.
Yeah, played it perfectly.
28. $29. $36.
Yeah, he's just having a look at that red at the bottom of the pack. Just will it pot into the right corner there? You see, it clearly does. So it's another loose red that he can play on. So he can play on these 2 reds. The one closest to the pack and then the one just closest to this left corner pocket. Oh, needs to, oh, what a shot. What a mistake.
Oh, he didn't have to do that, did he?
42.
It's not too bad, but well, it was a big error to hit the red there. Tried to miss it.
They've got a bit lucky. Needs a bit.
43.
Could go into that far red of the pack now. Nudge it out. Chose to screw into them. That's always risky. I thought he could have just maybe it was a bit tight
50.
to get past, to flick that left-hand side of the pack.
Is this red on? He may just go. Yeah, he's okay.
Certainly deserves a bit of luck.
51.
Yeah, well played.
$58. 59.
Oh, just a bit straight on the blue on that top side. So red with the rest. Well, he's pretty proficient with the rest. But there's pressure on this.
64.
Yeah, well played. Well played. Okay, he's almost straight on the blue again. But he only needs the blue to go 70 points in the lead. Just 67 remaining. We get the loudest cheer of the afternoon for sure after this. Yeah, well played. Okay, frame not totally secure.
70.
Just a safety shot. But what a wonderful break under severe pressure. Well played, Barry Hawkins.
Barry Hawkins, 70.
Have a look at this cue ball. Have a look at this cue ball. Wow. He's just not letting up, is he?
Well, you expect that you get your snooker and your points back with just one red left on the table. But this is not guaranteed to hit a red here. If he started looking at swerving before he gets to the cushion to try and get into the pack, it must be difficult. But surely there's a path to guarantee hitting a red here. Of course, the other worry, Chen, is he leaves a red on, and then Judd Trump does go to the one red and snookers.
He's got it. Well, I think the important thing is not to give the foul away, the points, because that would mean that his opponent can win. So even if he does leave him in, just try and make sure that you don't give 4 points away.
Or 6. This route could be 6, but he's played it okay.
Oh, good shot. Very good. Can he just flick off this red, try and get that cue ball tight behind the yellow? No. Still quite a clever shot. He's got him snookered.
Barry can come off the top cushion with some left-hand side. Avoid the black. Okay, so not too sure how the pink spots, but ideally Judd would like to be able to play a snooker behind that pink later in the break.
1.
Looks like it's going to go on the green. So that's a bit of help from Barry Hawkins' perspective.
7. Eight.
So now does he clear up to the green and play the snooker behind the pink?
Yeah, that's certainly an option. The only problem for Judd Trump is that taking a pink with one of the reds means that he needs a 4-point snooker and all the balls.
15.
Remaining with blacks, of course, the reds to only tie.
16.
So that's a difference. So he needs 3 reds, 3 blacks. And he'll expect them to play for snookers on the ball colours.
23.
But I think he'll settle for the tie
24.
and take his chances on a respot.
I think you saw him just eyeing up the situation with that green and pink and the proximity of both of those colours together. It's a big target.
31.
But he needs red, black here first, and then
32.
it'll be interesting to see what choice. I think your choice is the best, Steve. Pot the black, pot the yellow. Leave the cue ball somewhere behind the green so we can knock the green down the table and get the cue ball behind the pink.
39.
Not ideally placed on the yellow. Wanted a couple more ball rolls. He's going to drop this in dead weight now. Doesn't want too much pace on the cue ball. So, how good a snooker can Judd
41.
Trump lay? Ideally, he'd like it tight behind the pink and the green not near a cushion.
Just something like that.
Judd Trump, 41.
Very, very good indeed. Barry having a look at this right-hand side cushion. Can he get enough of it? Plenty of right-hand side to widen the angle off the cushion, hit the green. But as Steve said, once you get it away from the green, away from the cushion, it makes this escape so much more difficult. Got to judge the pace and the side spin. Looks pretty good. Very good indeed. Well played.
It won't be as easy to lay a snooker from the brown to the pink, but it's feasible. If you can get in the balk area. Well, took the green for granted, maybe. As it is, he got a bit lucky. Where's John Virgo when you need him?
Oh no. An easy snooker. He was a long way away from that pot, but an easy snooker. Cue ball right behind the blue. Yeah. And once again, off one cushion. If he plays it, it's very missable. Two cushion escape. He's sort of looking at side cushion. Top cushion just missed the black and hit the green. Using the spider, he's got to be very careful here. He doesn't want to impart too much side. Yeah, good hit. It wasn't straightforward, that, but good escape.
Ooh.
Three.
I thought for a minute, snooking himself there. Not too sure what that was designed to do.
Do you think he's going to pot the brown and maybe just one snooker required on the blue?
Yeah. It's dangerous taking balls off the table to
Yeah.
get snookers
Seven.
behind, because you've got to get it first time. That's the only trouble. I'm not so sure. I suppose so.
He hasn't hit that too well, has he? He's gone a little bit too far.
But I mean, you're in the game with a respotted black as well with one snooker. 4-point penalty. This is a good effort. Just a bit short of pace.
Judd trumps 7.
Got to be a bit careful here, Barry Hawkins. Good shot.
Barry Hawkins.
Well, all
5
things
and a
considered,
three.
a thoroughly deserved frame for Barry Hawkins. Gives himself a glimmer of hope. 5-1 behind.
I'm finding it difficult. I don't think you get a lot of help.
Let's find out. Frame 7.
Yeah, interesting thoughts from the boys in the studio there, but it is a very tall order. But, you know, we've seen it before, and I always say, Steve, every great journey begins with a single step. He's got that step, Barry Hawkins, but he's got to play almost no miss snooker, and, as the lad said, get a little bit of help from Judd Trump. He's going to have to drop down, and Barry's going to have to, well, up his game. But another frame on the board and maybe another one after that, you just never know. Things could get a little interesting. And that's all Barry has to concentrate, one frame at a time, one ball at a time, not look at the scoreboard.
He's coming around the table to check whether he's left a red into the middle pocket. Not too sure he checked it beforehand in playing that shot. Maybe he did. I just missed it, but feels like a bit of an error, that.
1.
Usually if a player's going to leave a red on, they play a shot to try and get back down the table.
Six.
And at first glance, it looks like he's possibly got a shot with the rest to shift the red to the left of the black and open the black out. He's got to hit the right part of this red. He's not putting backspin around the back of it, can do it as well. Oh, he did put some backspin on. Sort of dug down a bit at the end there, didn't
7.
he? Too close to the black though. Wrong part of the red.
Judd trump 7.
Another mistake. It's gone wrong. A little flick off the black towards the corner pocket, giving Judd Trump another, well, easy opener, you would say.
Yeah, on that occasion, Barry did try to spread the reds open and looks to have paid
1.
the price. Well, not an easy brown into the centre pocket.
Nicely dispatched and nicely on the next red here. And get on the black here after potting this red.
6.
Perfect. What a chance now for Judd Trump. Frame and match at his mercy. A lot of open reds. Doesn't need to develop anything. Just having a look
30.
at another one there.
Fourteen.
Yeah. Would have liked an extra roll on the white ball there after collision with the red. It's just made it a bit more awkward queuing. I think Barry Hawkins hoping that the help he needs from Judd Trump comes from positional errors. It's a good recovery. Made it look a lot easier than it was, that shot.
21. Twenty-two. 29. 30.
Yeah, his highest break in the match has only been a, well, you would have to say a paltry 60, but it's just the sheer dominance. His pot success is right up there, still 95%. Barry's down at
35.
81.
$36.
Cue ball control has generally been very tight
40.
from Judd Trump. he's kept close in on the next ball all the time.
44.
Not always easy to do. And even when he's just a little bit out of position like this shot, he's recovered well.
$51. $52.
So this black will put him 66 in front, 67 remaining. One more red required. Well, it's been one of those days for Barry Hawkins.
59.
Things haven't gone well from him from that very first frame when I didn't look at the plant. But it's been a dominating performance, as we saw from Judd Trump. He's kept them under the cosh. And maybe we might see, well, the biggest break of the match in the final frame here.
67. 68. $75. $76.
He hasn't been at his brilliant best, Dave, but I think he'd be still very, very pleased with how things have gone today. And if he could finish off with a century, well, that would just be the icing on the cake. He's already made 47 this season
82.
alone, 79 last season, 127 in his
83.
career. Incredible stats.
Well, we saw Mark Selby
90.
last night playing pretty relentless stuff. I
91.
think Judd Trump has been equal to him in that department. Has really kept the heat on.
So the yellow
98.
for his 48th century of this season alone. There it is, and the crowd, the Sally Pally crowd, love a century. Fantastic.
103.
You'd have to feel a little bit for Barry Hawkins, just not his day, but he'll be back. He's a class player. Plenty more left in the season for him.
107.
But it's been a very impressive performance. A little bit of naughty snooker.
112.
Where's this pink going, Steve? Oops, hold on, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. No, not good. Great performance, Judd Trump, Barry Hawkins. Congratulations, and very, very impressive indeed. 6-1. He's in the next round, and he's going to be hard to stop.